Hi everyone, this is Brian Kling back with you again for another video on the upcoming features in Civil 3D 2010. This will be the final video introducing the ribbon, which once again, as we know, is a major function and feature in the new release. So this time I'm just going to show you a couple more things you may not know about the ribbon. So if we go up, you're probably familiar with working with it if you have Microsoft Office Products 2007 or some other products which have been optimized with ribbon functionality. So actually, even in our version 2009, we introduced up in here the application toolbar. So as you can see, you're probably familiar with this already. So we have most of our drawing commands up here. So saving drawings, exporting drawings, printing, publishing, sending, and a few utilities. Purge and recover, etc. One thing to note also is we have in here recent drawings. Another little tip for you is you can set how many of these you want to be in the list. You can also pin one of these drawings. So maybe there's a project you're working on and you want to make sure that you always have it selectable no matter how much time goes by or how many other drawings you open up. You can pin it in here and then it will not disappear from the list. Okay? So that's a nice little trick in case you didn't realize that. Once again, of course, you can sort by different options here, and then you can arrange how you want to see the items. The options button down here takes you to the options that we use within our product, so the options you're all familiar with. And then you can also do searches here for commands. So I could put in the copy command. And you see here I get the best matches. So I get locations of a command on the ribbon. It tells me which tab it's on and then which panel and where the command is. I also can see I have some options on the Express tools. So this is a great way to look up commands. If you have an idea of what you're wanting but you're not quite sure where it is, this is one place to look. We're going to see that there's another option as well. So let's go ahead and close that out. And now let's look at the rest of our panel here. So we also have along the top, we have some of the basic functions, opening a file, closing it, saving, printing, etc. Well, of course, you can also customize this as well. So I have two options. I can either right-click up here, and I get these options, or I can go to the pull-down arrow here. Same option. So it's showing me by the check marks what's currently available. By default, some other options are also present. However, you should always remember that you can add your own commands. If there's particular commands you use quite regularly and you want to just put them right up in this quick access toolbar, you can go ahead and select more commands here. So let's say, for example, I import points a lot. So I can just put in here import points to look for that command. Here it is. And I can go ahead and just select it, just like it says up here, just drag it over. So I select that command, I drag it up to the quick access toolbar, and now I have it available to me whenever I wish. So I'll go ahead and close out the customize dialog box. And now you can see that that's resident, so I can quickly access that command whenever I want. Just select it, and there I can import points. So that's a way, of course you wouldn't want to have too many options up here, but you can add some of those commands that you use quite often that maybe you don't usually go to that tab to do other things. So you can just put them up there and quickly access them. Of course, other controls here, you can place it below the ribbon if you'd rather have it down here. That's all user preference. Then we also have, just to let you know, for people who do have customized menus, you do have the option to show the menu bar here. You can also type in the word menu bar on the command line to do it and toggle it on and off by a 0 or a 1. Now the big caveat here is this is the exact menu from 2009. There are no commands from 2010 that are contained in this default menu bar. So we really recommend that you don't use it very extensively. If you do have some real customized pull-down menus, what I would recommend is that you go into the CUI, edit the menu bar so that you take out all the generic commands and just put in your customized ones if you want to do it that way. But I think if you start working with the ribbon, you'll find that that's not as necessary. With the quick access toolbar, you could just go ahead and put a few often used commands or a few customized commands up in there. So as I mentioned, I'll close that out now by typing in menu bar just to show you the other options. So I type menu bar, see the command line, and I'll set that value back to 0, and that closes it out for us. Now, as I showed you before, in here you can search for a command. There's another place you can search for a command because we wanted to make it as easy as possible, the transition from 2009 and earlier versions to the new ribbon. So what we have over here on the help, if you select the help menu, we have what's called the command locator. And sorry, it's cut off a little bit in the video, but it's a ribbon command locator. It's right here. You select that, and that's going to give you a special help dialog box just for the old commands. So here we have all the old commands, so all the titles from the menu actually that you just saw when I brought up the former menu from 2009. So if I remember where that command was, I can go ahead, let's say I want to do one of the grading commands. So I click on grading, and now it's showing me all the commands that I'm used to from the prior version, 2009, and it tells me where they are on the ribbon. So it gives me the name of the tab, then the name of the panel, and then it tells me the actual command that I'm looking for, and here's an icon as well to help me find it. So that's another tool that we've provided for you to try and help to ease the transition to using this new ribbon. And as I said before, I honestly think after you've worked with it for a few hours, maybe half a day, you're really going to start to like it. As we've said before, and I'll hammer it home one more time, you get the right information at the right time. That really kind of encapsulates to me the biggest benefit to that new ribbon. So thanks everyone. That, as I said, that concludes our demonstration of the ribbon. I think it gives you a pretty good overview of how it works. Of course, you'd want to explore other things up in here. We have Comm Center and those things, which we've had for a while. But it's always good to check that out again. Note you can also add your own RSS feeds in here. And a little item as well, we put in a request to add the Autodesk blogs in here by default. So I believe, I can't make a full-on promise, but I think you may see with the install of the 2010 product that you may just see by default Being Civil, as well as some of the other great Autodesk blogs out there from Amia and Dana Probert's new blog and Angel Espinoza as well. So anyway, thanks everyone for joining me for this collection of sessions on the ribbon, and we'll continue next week. I believe we'll see if we can't hear from Justin or Jason, and they can take you through some of the other exciting new options with the upcoming release. Thanks again, and talk to you on the blogosphere. Bye.